Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the anime roster. I'm joined with,
Theo.
and this is Tom, and today we're going to be talking about My Home Hero Episode 6. So, this episode was interesting in the sense that Tetsuyo finally figures out that the person he killed, I'm pretty sure Nabuto, the bar that he was at, that was that guy's father that he spoke with. And now he's flipping out, freaking out, kind of anxious and nervous. And then later on throughout the episode, we got to see him kind of being, I guess, a little bit preyed upon by the organization and him having to kind of strategically navigate through this weird situation he's in. Not weird, but complicated situation he's in. And he was able to create the fake account and have his friend, who was an actor that he knew back in college, play Nabuto and upload that video onto social media and go under the social media account that Nabuto has to kind of trick Hibiki. I think that's her name. My apologies if I pronounced her name incorrectly. And that was able to kind of sway the organization on the side that Nabuto is still alive. Now, Tetsu says that they're going to figure out sooner or later, so he has a little bit of time before they become suspicious of kind of what he's doing. So the pace is kind of, I guess, heading down the direction of where is he going to go, right? What's going to happen in the a few episodes to come if they figure out that Tetsu did end up killing Nabuto, but so far he's been able to cloak it really well and kind of hide in the shadows and not have the attention on him or them come to the realization that he killed Nabuto. So that I think was really kind of the highlight of the episode for me. What do you think about that, Theo?
Uh, yeah. So I'd say like this episode, we're basically seeing Tetsuo just try and use whatever tactics he can to just kind of get the attention off of him and his family and being involved with like Nobuto and basically the fact that he murdered him. Uh, but for the most part, the I guess like the crime organization. I'm not sure how to say it. Uh, like Yakuza. They're basically kind of catching on to all this. They don't exactly know that it's Tetsuo yet, but they're kind of slowly picking apart the pieces. And I think like one of the characters, Keiichi, he has a strong hunch that Tetsuo is very suspicious, and in fact, I think that he knows for a fact that he's suspicious because every tactic that Tetsuo kind of uses against him kind of makes him even more like suspicious in the moment. Like I think that like his wife Kasen, she kind of just gives them coffee at one point, and then uh, like I think like 5 minutes later, like Kiyuchi, he's just having like diarrhea, and then Tetsuo's he's having diarrhea as well, and because I think she put like a laxative in one of their drinks. Even before that, Kiyuchi was just like on the laptop, and he was with like the other guys in there, and then they were picking apart like the video that Hassan sent them like anonymously, and they were kind of thinking that the video was just uh like at first they kind of bought that the video was real, but then I think like somebody picked it apart, and then they kind of realized that yeah, it might be fake because Nobuto doesn't really walk like the person in that video. You know, he kind of just like struts on the street because it's kind of like I guess like a sign of them being in like the yakuza or something like that. Like they have like a signature way of running, and I think that eventually ties back into like Tetsuo and Kiyuchi. He kind of just like he kind of just wants to investigate him at this point, and he says that he remembers being pretty suspicious of him, uh, because like he had like a plant in his room, like a potting plant, and he overheard a conversation between like Tetsuo and Kasan, or Kasen, like in the room one day where they were kind of like talking about like the plant in a you know they were talking about like hiding something in the plant, and then Kyuchi he goes in and he wants to like see what's inside the plant, and we as the audience know that Nobuto's remaining body parts was inside of there, and then over time it kind of just dissolved, because I guess they put some type of like chemicals to basically just wash away the body. So at the moment it's just mostly soil, but there is actually a scene where you do see Nobuto's like the last remaining bits of his hair kind of just like on the ground, and it's like very subtle. And Tetsuo is like the only person who really recognizes it, and Kyuchi is like he's like seconds away from like really noticing that like this isn't all just like pottery soil. There's like legitimate evidence of Tetsuo just trying to hide all this stuff here. But then that kind of ties into the the scene where they go out for they go start drinking coffee because Tetsuo's wife is inside and invites him in. And I think at the end of the episode they were kind of trying to hint towards Rika eventually getting involved in this, which she already is to begin with. But I think that Kyuchi's basically gonna open the floodgates and tell her about what happened, which is something that Tetsuo and his wife are trying to hide from her, that he actually killed her, and they have this whole crime organization just completely after them. But yeah, basically it's just a lot of shenanigans going on, and each step that Tetsuo takes towards trying to protect his daughter, I think that it's kind of just showing that it's like I think that he's in the right to do the stuff that he's doing, but in the same sense, it kind of just feels like he's trying to keep a dirty secret, even though his wife's involved, and we feel like he's justified in the actions that he has to take, considering that he can't even call the police in this situation, because if he does, he'll get murdered, or the evidence will be fabricated against him. Really, he's just going through lots of different rooms here, I guess, and yeah, it can't. I feel like it can't really lead to a very satisfying ending. But yeah, that would pretty much sum up all my thoughts about this episode. It's a very very interesting episode, I'd say. But yeah, Tom, what are your thoughts on this?
No, I agree. I'm in alignment 100% with what you have said so far, Theo. There's really nothing I think I can add to that. Besides the fact that I kind of like this suspense slash, I don't say mystery aspect of the series, but it's cool where it's heading. I personally would give this episode like a 7.5, a 7.7 out of 10. How about you?
Yeah, I'd say like a 7 out of 10 would pretty much be my rating for this episode. But yeah, that pretty much sums up my thoughts, and I think Tom's thoughts as well. So yeah.
Yep. And we just want to say thank you guys for watching. If there's anything else that you guys think that you can add to this discussion, feel free to leave it down below in the comment section. Have a good day.